Nope. Shalom, shalom, Hebrews and Shebrews. It's your brother Mikael ben Yisrael coming at you with another bruise in the hood. Just about to holler at y'all real quick. For those who observe the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God of Israel, we about to atone for our nation's sins and for this messed up world, man. If you believe in God, you should be keeping the Day of Atonement. And so that's what we're going into tonight at sundown. So I just wanted to give all of you who are going to be fasting, which is how you partake in the Day of Atonement. I want to give y'all some encouragement. I hope you hydrated up, get your nice amount of water, get your food in. Don't stuff yourself before atonement. I used to do that nonsense when I first came in the truth, thinking, the more I eat, the less chance I had of being hungry during the atonement. That don't work. That actually makes it worse. You should just eat a little bit less the day before going into atonement. Peace, bro. Shalom, Bruce. It's a spiritual thing. Remember that. It's only 24 hours, man. You had cats in the scriptures fast 40 days, 30 days, 10 days. And I know people right now, today, I know some Hebrews that fast 3, 4, 5 days on a regular, like it ain't nothing. So it's not a big thing at all. And once you really get the understanding of it, you kind of start looking forward to it. So the Day of Atonement is the holiest day on the Most High's calendar. Some like to say the Hebrew calendar, but according to the scriptures, even in your KJV Holy Bible, the Day of Atonement is very vital. Oh, I'm sorry, sis. I didn't really look at the name. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Akoti. My apology. And so shalom, Gabrielle. And so, yeah, man, we coming into the Day of Atonement. I know some Hebrews keep it at different times or whatever. I don't really jump on people about that. My thing is they're trying. Everybody trying. We in the end of the day, we all got to get it right. We just trying to get it right. And I know the effort means a lot concerning the Most High. It's some people that do stuff just to try to start either confusion or they just want to find a debate. Like they just want to go against something that you're doing. They want to make themselves seem outside the box, like they looking for something wrong and everything. Since we come up out them lying churches and stuff. And I kind of understand it, but with some people, their spirit ain't right, which brings me to why I made this video. I got to get out of here in 10 minutes, y'all. So I'm just going to tell y'all, like, a brother had tagged me in a post earlier or something. And I think it just came across my news feed. But the brother was on there talking about a day starts in the daytime, like in sunlight. And I've been hearing this for years. You would never think you hear Hebrews say that. Like we all knew that, it was ancient times too, but really around the time of Emperor Constantine, the sun became a big thing with the sun rising. It was worship. That's where you get sunrise worship from that they keep at church. And so, they could accuse us of lunar worshiping, but then they would have to accuse the prophets of that. They would have to accuse the Most High of that. And so this is my challenge because a brother just responded on my post. Y'all can see it on my Facebook wall. He put up some scriptures, which we know all out of context, and I'm gonna come do some breakdown on that about when the day begins to show that people just cherry pick scriptures and disregard all the other scriptures. So the brother got on there saying that this brother said that the Day of Atonement is the only day or the only Sabbath that starts at night. Now y'all tell me that ain't a problem already because God is consistent. That would throw off literally the whole calendar. And I'm gonna tell you why. I just asked the brother, I said, hey man, if a day starts in the daytime and you say the atonement is the only day, because you can't get around the atonement starting at nighttime, right? Which starts the day. You see what I'm saying? The Hebrew concept, we wrote from right to left, and our days started what you call evening, the night. And you can see that throughout all of Genesis. He went to that one spot everybody go to, Genesis, I believe it's 1 and 3, where it say the morning was the day and the evening was the night. So it was said in that order. But he disregarded all the other times where it say the evening and the morning was the first day. The evening and the morning was the second day. It's just like you could show other scriptures where certain things are stated, and if you just read that, you would think, well, that's the order it went in. No, it's stated that way because basically the people they was talking to at the time, which was other Israelites, should have known this. They knew it. It's just like casual conversation, right? And so I just wanted to read this real quick to let people know why we keep the Day of Atonement. I ain't doing a long lesson on it because, like I said, I got to get up out of here in really about 6 minutes. And I put a post up on my wall, if y'all not my Facebook friends. And I basically said, we got to stop reading the scriptures like it's the cat in the hat. How are Hebrews still debating when the true day begins? Genesis 1 and 3, I believe it is, giving you problems, a question mark. Which light has its own ordinance and solemnities, or solemnities, as some say? The sun or the moon? Now, notice something. This is my challenge. I want anybody who say the day starts when the sun come up, find me anywhere where the sun has ordinances and solemnity, solemn appointed times. Find one. If you can't, it's because the moon starts all the times. So if the moon starts the months, which we know the month of Abib, and if you go to Numbers chapter 10, Numbers, the 10th chapter in the 10th verse, it lets you know that the beginning of the month, we offered up sacrifice and all those things. Go further through the scriptures. I believe it's the 23 or something like that in the same book of Numbers. It lets you know that the beginning of the month starts on a new moon. And the new moon is always connected to the Sabbaths, even the weekly Sabbath. You always see them back to back. When you go in on the prophet Isaiah, he talks about in the future, we're going to have to keep the new moons. In the New Testament, I believe it's 2 Colossians, we tell you, how no man judge you in Sabbaths and new moons. You will never see new sun at all because the moon was put there to determine the times. This is not even hard. I don't even see how it's a debate, right? So on this post, that's what I got to that. I said, I usually ignore this argument at this point, but just want to give you something to think about. When does the month start? When does the month start, at night or day? We all know the new moon represents the beginning of the month. So how could that be the beginning of the month? If y'all saying the day starts at daytime, that would mean that would mean a small portion or the original beginning of the month already started. So it's a half of a day missing out of the month, which throws everything off. See what I'm saying? That's retarded. Like, that's literally mathematically retarded. So let me see. And then I said Numbers chapter 10 and 10 for starters. On that note, getting ready for the Day of Atonement. Notice it's called the Day of Atonement. But I put in parentheses, it starts at night. So the day, which is a 24-hour period, if you want to do it from that math, consists of the evening and the morning, meaning in the beginning it was dark, and he said, let there be light. This is very simple. It's not that hard. And so let me see what else I put on here. And then I took up to the law. If you want to know why we keep the Day of Atonement, for those of you that are new, you go to Leviticus, the 23rd chapter, and you can start at the fourth verse. And it gets specifically, it got all the annual feast days that we supposed to keep mandatory. You have secular days. We had like Purim and things of those natures that brothers and sisters keep, which is cool. But the ones that was mandatory to keep, like the Feast of Dedication and all that, the ones that was mandatory to keep, you go to Leviticus, the 23rd chapter, all of them lined up. And when you skip down to the 27th verse, like 27 through 32, you see the Day of Atonement. And this is how I read. It said, these are the feasts of the Lord, even holy convocations, which ye shall proclaim in their seasons. Skip down to verse 27. Also on the 10th day of the 7th month in the Hebrew calendar, that's where we at right now. I have one. If y'all want one sent to you, you have to hit my email, Mike Ward 32212@gmail.com. I'll send you the calendars that we use. I've been using Hebrew calendar over 20 years. It got the Greco-Roman calendar, which is modern day to keep, so you don't get lost. And then next to it, it has the Hebrew month and time that it would be. And it says, there shall be a day of atonement. It shall be a holy convocation unto you, and ye shall afflict your souls and offer offering made by fire unto the Lord. Of course, we're not offering offerings no more behind the temple. So you afflict your souls. You see what I'm saying? Meaning you don't eat, you don't drink no water, or none of that. You know, it's really a minor thing compared to what the Mashiach went through and a lot of the prophets and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? It's a time to strengthen. And during this time, it's a very good time to petition the Most High. If it's some things you've been wanting to get done and you've been following the law, statutes, and commandments and trying to be upright to the best of your abilities, this is a good time to fast. It even get them demons up off people, if you want to say it that way. Unclean spirits, man. This is a very good time because the whole nation should be atoning for the sins of us and our forefathers, right? They got us in this condition. And, you know, brothers getting shot down in the street, sisters getting done wrong. It's just, we just messed up. So this is this is the holiest day without a doubt throughout the year, as far as the Most High is concerned. And so you should do a lot of fasting and praying at sundown tonight. It ends at sundown tomorrow. Like I say, some brothers have kept them at different times. I say more power to them. They're trying to get this thing right like I am. Shalom. Hello, L.A. Hawkins. What up with you? Shalom, bro. Back on the prostitute. You want me to finish dealing with that prostitution thing? I got you, Apostle, for Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah, Zamir Yaron, Shalom family. What's your Facebook name, my brother? Hopefully I could get in and touch sometime. Zamir, my Facebook name is Mikael. Same way, you know how it's spelled, M-I-K-H-A''E-L. Ben Yesharon, like Jeshurun. You know Jeshurun, that's the nickname for Israel God gave us. Yisrael with a Y. Let me see. Yeah, I need the calendar. All right, well, like I said, if you become my friend, inbox me with your address, I'll shoot it to you. If not, go to MikeWard32212@gmail.com and I'll send you a calendar. And so if you could continue to read this, verse 29, verse 30, 31, 32, and I got to read the last one for you because I got to get up out of here. But these two are vital. Verse 31, it says, ye shall do no matter of work. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations and all your dwellings. So don't let nobody tell you, because you got some spaced out Hebrews say you can't keep nothing outside of Jerusalem. But this say all your dwellings. Like God didn't know he was going to send us out and we're going to be dwelling somewhere else. That's why he say all your generations and all your dwellings. So you got to keep these, bro. If you go to Deuteronomy, I believe it's 30 and 32. He tell you when we turn back to him, he going to reverse our captivity. So 32 would say, it shall be unto you a Sabbath of rest, and ye shall afflict your souls. And in the 9th day of the month at even, for even unto even. You see that? Even unto even. That's night unto night. It says, shall you celebrate your Sabbath. And in verse 31, it says, ye shall do no manner of work. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations. No manner of work. So if you notice, when it comes to the Day of Atonement, he don't even say servile work. He say no matter work. So don't pick the atonement to be cleaning your car, you know, mowing your lawn. You know, you be like, well, it ain't servile work because I ain't working for nobody. No, don't do no matter work. Don't be cooking. Don't be none of that. Just chill, relax, pray, meditate, read them scriptures. It's a beautiful thing. And just don't eat. Don't eat, don't drink. And if you want to know a correct way to fast, you can go to because I hear debates about fasting too. You know, some of us that have a different understanding, when you meet up at the camp, you be like, damn, you go to get somebody the little, you know, the holy kisses. It's not a literal kiss. It's kind of like, you know, me and the brothers do like that. But with a sister, you might kiss on the cheek, give her a hug or something like that. You be like, dang, you know, sis got the lizard breath. You know what I'm saying? Got a little dragging going on. That's because they got to understand and they ain't putting nothing in their interior. You should put nothing in there. If you go to the story about, y'all know Jonah. Y'all remember when he had to go to Nineveh, right? He didn't want to go. You know the whole story. The Lord had a big fish swallow him up well and all that type of stuff. But when he went there and the king, the rulers finally submitted, what they do, they said they went so far they wouldn't even let the animals eat. I wouldn't go that far. You starve the cat out for the day and then they probably be jumping up on the curtains and stuff. But it say taste nothing. We won't taste nothing. So because people be trying to cheat, brush their teeth and stuff and trying to suck on the thing, don't put nothing in your mouth, period. You ain't gonna die. It's only 24 hours. So I want to bring that out because of the confusion. And to the brother that jumped on my post with all them scriptures trying to say that he could prove a day starts in the daytime, some old Enochian calendar stuff, because I ain't stupid. I know where it come from. Been around a long time. Like I just said, my challenge is show me where the sun has solemn times or ordinances. You're not going to find it. You're not going to find it. The moon has them because the nighttime starts all our times. You can't start the month of Abib, which starts all 12 of our months, if it's already started in the daytime. That makes absolutely no sense. And I also like to bring up, if you go to Isaiah, the 58th chapter, read verse 5 through 11, and it tell you about how the Lord will answer your prayers if you need some stuff done and all that. There was a lot of question marks because Israel was keeping feasts and fasting and stuff, trying to get an answer from the Lord, but they weren't living right. They was hypocrites. So if you living right, and it's talking about the Day of Atonement, it tell you, you know what I'm saying, you go ahead and afflict yourself. The Lord is going to hear you and he going to deal with you. So anything y'all been going through, it's good time. It's tonight to deal with that. I also like to say to shoot this brother in the head, spiritually, of course. If you want to know what kills all that, when the Sabbath start, the Sabbath day or a day period, you go to Nehemiah, the 13th chapter, and read the 19th verse. And it tell you when it began to be dark, which you call, you know, dusk till dawn, meaning it was finna get dark, it say right before the Sabbath. So when it was getting dark, the Sabbath was about to start. So that's dead, shot that in the head. Let me see what my brother said, the Most High Child. Family give thanks to our bro. Keep us updated for every during time being busy, not many. Hit them up like what, Chef. For sure, man. Share, subscribe. I can't stay long. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all support. I will be back. And get ready for this atonement, man. And if y'all my Facebook friend, y'all need a little, you know, because it's good for us to help each other through this national fast. Just inbox me or something like that. And I will be back. With that, I say I love y'all. Grace and peace. Shalom, shalom.